I'm Sammy. It's story time today. There have been a lot of new books coming out all about the Liberal Party, but this is my favourite. The Tale of Scomocchio, a little boy who wanted to be a real Prime Minister. Let's have a read. A long, long time ago, in 2006, a little boy called Scomocchio was working for Tourism Australia, but he was sad. "Where the bloody hell are you?" he said to himself. "You're wasting your life in advertising." Just then, the blue tie fairy appeared and said, "Scomocchio, if you are a brave and truthful boy, you can become a real Prime Minister. But be careful, because every time you give in to your relentless ambition, your thumbs will grow." So Scomocchio spent $180 million of public funds on a terrible marketing campaign that offended many countries and ultimately got him fired. "It wasn't my idea," said Scomocchio. Then he looked down and saw his thumbs growing. But he didn't care, because he was now free to enter Parliament. Then Scomocchio rose through the ranks of the federal government until he became Immigration Minister. But one day a pesky journalist asked him whether boats carrying genuine refugees were being turned back. "I cannot comment on on-water matters," said Scomocchio, "but just to be safe, I've removed Save the Children workers from Nauru and referred them to the police." All of a sudden, Scomocchio's thumbs started to grow again. And even though his department later paid compensation to the workers and cleared them entirely of any wrongdoing, Scomocchio didn't care, because by then he was the treasurer. Lucky Scomocchio. Then one day, Malcolm Turnbull and Scomocchio were giving a press conference when a journalist asked him if he had any leadership ambitions. Scomocchio smiled, put his arm around Malcolm and said, "This is my leader and I'm ambitious for him." "Whoa, my thumbs are huge," cried Scomocchio, but he didn't care, because 2 days later, he became leader of the Liberal Party, beating his old friend Peter Dutton. But he was still sad, because deep down he knew he wasn't a real Prime Minister. So Scomocchio called an election, and he banned most of his colleagues from doing interviews, and he authorised a scare campaign about death taxes and kept key policy details fairly vague. But he didn't care, because he won. And then he finally became a real Prime Minister. Scomo, Scomo, how did you get where you are? Scomo, Scomo, did you wish upon a star? Was it all a big coincidence that landed you these things? Scomo, Scomo, or did you pull the strings? That was a fun story, wasn't it? Join me next week when we read the tale of little Anthony Albanese and the poisoned chalice of John Setka. Bye-bye.